Hey guys, hope it's not too late to wish you all a happy new year from all of us from the Mind Psychological Services and Training. I understand that it has been a very difficult period for all of us in the year 2020, and unfortunately in 2021 it seems like the cases are still on the rise in Malaysia. But you know what, even during these challenging times, I believe that we can make it through this. We got this. So usually at the end of the year, we tend to look back and reflect on our past year. We ask ourselves questions like, what did I learn about myself? Or what are some of the proudest moments that I have? What are the challenges that I've overcome? Or what are some of the things that I still need to work on myself? We ask ourselves these questions so that it gives us a rough idea as to what we want to see ourselves doing more, or to make some changes in our life, especially in the following year. However, you notice that we have this tendency of feeling so gung-ho in wanting to set our goals, at the start of the new year. For example, I want to start working out, to lose some weight. But as we move on, we go through the days, we stop doing it altogether, right? I believe that many of you can relate to this, and so in this video, what we will be doing is to provide you some tips in terms of how do we set goals and how do we maintain it or to stick with it in the long run. First thing first, we need a plan. Take a pen and a paper and ask yourself, what are my values in life? What are some of the things that are currently important to me? We can look into areas of your work, school, relationships with your family or other people, spirituality, interests, and your personal growth and health. Set SMART goals. SMART is actually an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. These are guidelines that we can follow while we set our goals. So let's go through this together. Specific. Be specific in the actions that you want to take. So WH questions are good in guiding us to be more specific in terms of our goals, right? You can ask like, who is going to be involved in this? What kind of actions that I'm going to take? Where am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? Right? So WH questions are a good way to help us to be more specific. So in my own example, I would like to increase in my water intake. This specific goal is not very specific still. It's kind of vague, right? What do you mean by you want to increase in your water intake? So to be more specific, you can say something like, I want to drink at least 2,400 milliliters in a day, right? So I'm gonna break it up into 3 parts: morning, afternoon, and in the evening. So this is what I mean by being specific when you are creating your goals. Measurable. So the goals that we are setting needs to be measurable in a way. We can ask ourselves questions like, how am I going to track my progress? Or how do I measure my own goals? So coming back to the example that I mentioned just now with the increasing in my water intake. So I know that one bottle itself is 800 milliliters. So in order to achieve my goal by drinking 2,400 milliliters in a day, I need to drink at least 3 times, right? And what will be helpful is to use a physical tracker. So this is a physical tracker that I created, so showing the days and also 3 times, 1, 2, 3, right? Indicating morning, afternoon, and nighttime. So every time I finish drinking a bottle and refilling it, I put X mark here to tell myself that, hey, I did it, So this is one way that you can track your goals. Attainable. So the goals that you set needs to be realistically achievable. So this is where we need to take account of our health. Is it time demanding in a way? Do I have the financial capability to do so? And do I have the skills to achieve my goals? Right? So this is where you can ask questions like, how can I accomplish my goals? Is it realistic to begin with? So let's say if I'm someone who doesn't drink a single bottle in a day. The only beverage that I drink is all caffeine, right? Coffee. So drinking 3 bottles in a day can be very difficult for me. So what I can do is maybe I can start off in just that 1 week to drink 1 bottle a day. Right? Then after, if let's say I'm able to do it consistently, then I can increase it to 2 bottles in a day and slowly reach to my target, which is 3 bottles in a day. So asking ourselves the question whether our goal is realistic is very important here. Relevant. So this is where we want to make sure whether the goals that we set matters to us or not. Because if it does not matter to us, we wouldn't even have the motivation in wanting to achieve that goal. Right? So some questions you may ask yourself is, does it worthwhile? Right? Is it important to me? Or is it even the right timing to do it right now? So in my own example, with increasing my water intake, it actually is very important to me because I value my physical and my own mental well-being. So drinking water has those good health benefits. Right? So consider whether the goal is it relevant to you or not. Last but not least, time bound. So this is where you ask the question, when will I achieve this goal? So in my own example, drinking water is something that is very important to me, and I want it to be in for the long run. So in order for me to turn it into a habit, I will need to commit it to 30 days. Right? So set a time, a date, and date for every goals that you have made. So there are actually extra steps that you can take to maintain or to stick to your own goals. So first of all, you can include it in your to-do list or into your day-to-day schedule. Let it be part of your routine. Another way is to be creative in terms of your environment. For example, you can put up card notes or items that remind you of your goal, or put up a physical tracker at places that you would normally go within the home. So maybe on your fridge, or the toilet, or maybe at your work desk. Share your goal with a friend who shares the similar goals as you. That way both of you can check in with one another and also to motivate each other. Remember to reward yourself every time you achieve your goal. You want to make sure that your effort actually pays off. Last but not least, be kind to yourself. Picking up a new habit or making new changes can be difficult. If you fail or have a bad day or week, just get back on it and try again. I hope these tips are able to help you along the way, ready to set your first goal of the year. Remember that it can be challenging for you at the start, but tell yourself that once you take those first few steps, you'll find yourself heading to the direction that you want to take. Okay? If you fail, don't give up, re-evaluate what went wrong, and try again. Best of luck! Thank you very much for watching. If you like our video, don't forget to thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. And if you have not checked out our previous video, click over here. And also check out our podcast, The Mind Speaks. Links are in the description down below. And we will see you very soon. Goodbye!